I've been married now for 21 years. Now, that being said, if you had a job for 21 years, you'd know that job inside and out, backwards and forwards, wouldn't you? I can honestly stand here tonight and tell you, after 21 years of marriage, I know no more about women than I knew the day I got interested in them.
Bill's hysterical. Bill's been doing this, you know, for a while, and he knows what he's doing, man. And he's a great storyteller and a great joke writer. Bill's very funny.
He makes me laugh. He's just so goofy. He's just so goofy. He's like the golden retriever of comedy.
Galveston's Bill Engvall began his showbiz career as a DJ in a Dallas nightclub, but he found his true calling in the comedy clubs of the Lone Star State.
No matter where I go in this country, if there's somebody from Texas, they'll come up and say, "Hey, I'm from Texas too," you know. I'm like, "Woo," you know. Yeah, you don't ever hear anybody go, "Hey, I'm from Rhode Island too," you know. Woo.
Bill Engvall I saw at the Laugh Stop in Houston, Texas when I was 18. He had used this joke in his "Here's Your Sign" routine.
I was in an office building a couple weeks ago. There's standing at the elevators on the ground floor. The up button is pushed. A man walks up next to me and goes, "Excuse me, are these the elevators that go up?" No. These go side to side. The up ones are down the hall. He walked away. Here's your sign.
And that joke just really stuck with me for 20 years.
In 1996, Bill took his new catchphrase and recorded his first major label release, Here's Your Sign. The album was a sure sign that he was going to be a star, or so he thought.
All right, the record's out. First week, it sold 110 copies across the country. And I was like, well, this is not what's supposed to happen. Where's the woohoo, you know? And then we released the video with Travis Tritt.
Here's your sign. Here's your sign.
People loved it. Here's Your Sign became the CMT's event of the year.
Here's your sign.
The year that single came out, it was the third largest selling single of the year in country music.
It was awesome.
And I started thinking, what would be awesome for Bill Engvall? If I left this stage tonight and I went back to my hotel room and Shania Twain met me at my door, wearing nothing but a fur coat, holding a note from my wife that said, "Have a good time." That would be awesome.
Here's Your Sign is what brought people to the party. And then once they got there, they realized, hey, this guy can do something else.
Well, one of the things I love the best about my son is that he makes me laugh, and he does it without trying, which makes it even funnier. He'd been playing baseball with his buddies one day, and I guess he slid and got a scrape on his rear end right there. And he came in the house, he was whining about, "Oh, Dad, got a scrape, got a scrape, got a scrape." My wife said, "Well, go in your room, take your pants off, and I'll come in and rub some ointment on it." Well, I'm in there talking to him. My wife's rubbing ointment on his butt, and he farted.
Well, I'm laughing. And my wife looked at him and said, "What are you doing?"
And he turned to his mother with the straightest face I've ever seen in my life and said, "My compliments to the chef."
I sit there and watch Bill, and I just think, man, he's so good. He's just so good at what he does.
All I do is try to find the stuff that's real in life and put my little twist on it.
A long time ago, when my wife and I got engaged, I said to her, "Baby, I think I know what the key to a happy, long marriage is." She said, "What is that?" And I said, "I'll handle all the hard decisions. You handle all the easy ones." And to this day, 21 years later, we ain't had a hard decision yet.
I'm just a real guy who got really lucky.
Here's your sign. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Good night.